welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to plant a couple of things. It's been kind of really hot. We had 2 weeks of very hot weather. It went up to 104, 108 degrees. So honestly, I haven't been able to get anything done in the garden except for watering and trying to keep everything alive. And also a very exciting thing happened last week is what we went ahead and removed that large tree, and we'll just walk over and so I can show you that that big tree is gone. I'm really excited because that area that was, if you have been following my channel, there was a really large pine tree that I wanted to remove, and so we were able to get that out. Also, it's really nice because now I have space there where I'm going to place a garden shed and to get all my tools organized, which would be really nice because for now mostly they're just kind of under the eave of the to be protected from the rain. I placed them all under the eave by our patio against the house, and I really don't want to keep them in a garage because it is a really long walk to get to the garage and back every time when I need something, so it's really not a best way for me to keep it in a garage. So I keep them here, but now I'm able to actually go ahead and have a shed. So we do have the shed, we just need to get everything else ready to start putting it together and get it all organized, which is really exciting. But today I wanted to show you a couple of things that I'm going to plant. So one is a birthday gift from George for my birthday, which was just recently, and I'm really excited about that. Let's go over and I can show you what I'm planting. So this is one of my most loved trees, which I wanted for a long time. This is a limelight hydrangea standard, and I am really excited because here in France you can't find them very often. They're quite expensive to get, but here you can see that this limelight hydrangea quite large. Very excited. They're all brown just because they've, it was in a scorching sun, and I think that and maybe it was waterish or whatever, but the tree is healthy. It's not a problem. What I need to do is just go ahead and plant the tree, cut all the blooms off, give it really good food and everything, and just wait for the spring to come. Because what I'd like to do, so I dug out a hole here. This is where the hydrangea tree is going to go, and this will get about 8 feet tall. So it will be really beautiful to have here, because my goal was to look at the statue from the other side of it, and you can see that this hydrangea limelight will probably just kind of hug the sculpture here, and you can see the background of this gorgeous limelight and then the sculpture. So that's kind of my idea of this tree. I think it's going to look really beautiful here, and it's also being protected from the really hot sun, although it will get plenty of sun for the tree to bloom, but it's it's not getting afternoon hot sun, so it's going to be protected a little bit, which I think it's going to perform really well in this area. And so there was a couple of new additions actually in the garden before we go to something else. So here we have I got new containers, which all of you guys know that I love containers in my garden, and I know it's maybe, I don't know, some people maybe think it's too much, but I love this kind of containers. And so these are my new addition. This was a gift again from my family for my birthday, and of course anything everything just goes into the garden. But anyway, I decided to have placed one here, and then this other one will go here. Now this area here needs to be leveled, which that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, we'll see today. Maybe I will have time to get this all level, and then this container will go flush with these rocks here against the rocks. So this will be planted eventually, and I'm slowly trying to move forward with this project, hopefully, because the weather seems like has cooled down, and it has cooled down. Now I don't have to spend my entire time just watering and all that type of thing. So it was really nice yesterday. I actually spent some time just cleaning the weeds and edging, getting, everything, just kind of work on things that really needs to be worked on that I haven't had time because it takes so much time to water, etc. But anyway, I love this container. They're really unique. I love their shape. I think it's going to be really pretty here when I get them planted or filled with beautiful plants. So let's go this way, and then I'll show you what I did with what I'm doing here. So you can see this is what I did yesterday. So yesterday I actually got in here, I cleaned out, I got at least this part what I was able to do. I need to work on that other side, but this side you can see I went took out lots of weeds, edged everything. I went and worked with a nice edging, and then I also got done this bed, which was really nice. I got all the edging down here, cleaned the weeds. Oh, and here I also worked on getting the edging done. So this was really, really nice to just kind of get in here and work on without worried, that I need to get back to watering. So I worked on all this area, and then here I wanted to show you I have a new plant which is new to me. Maybe it's not new to you. We just purchased this the other day because George and we went to Albee. It was really nice. Every time we go there, we kind of try to go to the garden center, have lunch. It's kind of really nice time for us to spend together. And so I wanted to show you this plant. This one, I forgot to bring my glasses so I can't read, but it's called Mexican petunia. And it's supposed to be quite invasive, I guess, in Florida, but this is a South American plant. But you can see the botanical name right here. And it has a really beautiful blue color. This plant is hardy to zone 7 to 10, and it likes to stay moist, and it doesn't get really tall. It gets about 80 centimeters wide and 90 centimeters tall. Some places that I read, it said that it could spread by rhizomes, and if it does, it's fine. I can move them in a different spots in a garden. I think it has a really beautiful color, has a really interesting dark stems, which brings another interest, and it's upright, so it's beautiful. So I have two, planted one here and one here yesterday, so that was really nice. And then in this area here, I basically went ahead and worked again yesterday, cleaned out. So we had, when we get wind, sometimes you get really strong winds because we are close to Mediterranean, and from the sea, or I don't know, George knows how all that geographical things work, and the force and such come together. And so we are in that windy spot where we get, quite strong winds. And when it does happen, I mean, I have really old trees in this property, so it starts dropping leaves and pine needles, and it just it becomes a really big jumble of mess that I need to go clean up. So we had that happen just recently, maybe it was like 2 days ago or so, which I'm trying to put the garden back together again. And you can see here, like right here, you can see all these needles that fallen again because we had a bit of a little bit of a wind, to kind of windy, breezy day. So this is a pine tree which drops all those needles, and I think what I'm going to do, probably remove this tree as well. We had a friend of ours here the other day, and he looked at it and he said, "Wow, this is pretty much done anyway, barely has much left on top," and he said you probably should remove them. And then I thought about it, and I think I might be doing that as well, just because it makes so much mess, and then all the pine needles goes everywhere. So this will be probably removed soon as well, which I'm excited. And I'll show you, I have a couple of things that also needs to go, so I'll talk about it here in a minute. But I wanted to show you that I spent some time yesterday clearing some weeds and cleaning pine needles, etc. And I edged this bed, which was really nice. I got this one done, and so hopefully today I can spend some time and doing some other things. But if you remember, I had cypress trees here, which you know, I kind of liked the idea in the beginning, but then I didn't really, I don't know, care about them as the time progressed. I decided to move them to another spot, and I decided to have another arbor, and and this arbor was supposed to be black. It arrived dark green, and I think it was my mistake pretty much, because I probably didn't pay attention. But you know what? I'm not so fussy about it. It will blend in really well. I'm not too worried. But this is the rose. This is another climbing rose that I'm just going to plant here today to climb on this arbor. And this is a teasing Georgia, David Aston rose, teasing Georgia. It's been here for almost 2 months, I think, when I ordered it, and it's starting to grow in a pot, and it was blooming really well just in a pot, and I think it's going to be really gorgeous to climb up on this arbor, just because I love the roses, because they're just so beautiful when they climb vertically, and I'd rather have them everywhere, really, if I can. So let's go this way, and I'll show you what we've done here. So here, this is the tree, as you guys probably remember from my previous times that I was talking about this big tree that was here. So we were able to remove it, and it opened so well, because now I have this gorgeous view of looking to this is a redbud tree, and in the spring when this redbud blooms, it's gorgeous, absolutely stunning view here. So now I have the entire view open to this area. Nothing is restricting from deterring from this view. So I'm very excited, and it just feels nice and airy and open. So next thing that we have to do here, hopefully in about next week or so, we are going to remove this tree here. This is a willow tree, and this willow tree, you can see this is all willow tree. Look at this. I mean, this tree is never happy, and I think, in fact, it's not really even healthy at all, because it's quite hollow inside. The guys who were removing the tree for me, they looked at it and they said it's probably will take about 6 months before this falls down anyway. So this is actually kind of dangerous. So we will go ahead and remove this, but it will be really nice, because look, this is what it does. Look, I have to come and rake, and this is what I do all the time, trying to rake before I even do videos, because it's not even, you know, it's not attractive to be in a video. But this is what's kind of going on in the garden. I think this will all eliminate all this mess that I have to clean all the time, which is nice. And I love the willow. I think it's beautiful, but unfortunately it's not healthy, and it can't really be here for a long time if we don't even remove it. So that's going to go. And then those 2 cypress trees I wanted to show that I took down here, and I went ahead and planted them in this area here. So this is where it's my kind of next cleaning section area, where I need to come in, get in there and start cleaning all this mess, and hopefully can line up with the boxwoods and have a nice bench here, get kind of designing. I will design some, you know, with the beautiful plants, and have a nice area here to another nice spot that is going to be clean out of all this wild blackberries and that kind of things. Will be all beautiful. And then moving this way, we have these huge hedges that are going also to be removed. Now these hedges here goes and wraps around all around the front of the house. If you know, from the vertical view, videos that George does, you guys probably have seen them. So they have been here since we've been here, and you can see that we have a foundation that's kind of settled, that needs to be worked on, which that's what we are going hopefully one day to get this done. But at least we can remove all these hedges hopefully this week, and open up this area, so I can go ahead and probably create a better and more beautiful garden in front of the house. And so anyway, those are the things that are happening at our property, and I'm really, really excited about that, because every little step is a big step. Yeah, because we have, you know, we purchased this property, and there was a lot to work on, and we are slowly getting step by step little things done and improving, and this is how this entire garden has been created, you know, step by step. So anyway, just wanted to update you in what's going on. There's few things that we will remove, and then I will plant new trees. And then one more thing that I wanted to show you. This is one of I'm really excited about this little piece here. It's a garden art, because this is also was a gift from the family. And George and I just went and picked up, was it yesterday or day before, from Mel B, and they actually told us that we can video there, so hopefully maybe we can do video so you can see where I'm purchasing these little guys. I'm really excited. I love this garden art here. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. I do enjoy it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this all planted up. I'm really excited to get this rose into the ground, get this planted, and then that hydrangea tree is going to be really beautiful.
It could be champagne, a cold beer is up in the air. It could be downtown or in the country, long as you're there.
I don't care who RSVP'd, only one VIP to me, babe. The last to leave and the first one there. I ain't gonna miss that party. You alone's enough to celebrate. Nothing in the world gonna stop me. Throwing it down like it's a holiday. We gon' light it up to the very last song, and I'm the one that gets to take it home. I ain't gonna miss that party, no way, no way.
You make me feel like I'm falling, like confetti, New Year's Eve. Girl, it's crazy, amazing what you do to me, yeah.
I don't care if it's wall to wall, you're spinning me like a disco ball. Far as I'm concerned, it's only you and me. I ain't gonna miss that party. You alone's enough to celebrate. Nothing in the world gonna stop me. Throwing it down like it's a holiday. We gon' light it up to the very last song, and I'm the one that gets to take it home. I ain't gonna miss that party, no way, no way. I don't care who RSVP'd, only one VIP to me, babe. The last to leave and the first one there. No way, no way, no way, no. Ooh. I ain't gonna miss that party. You alone's enough to celebrate. Nothing in the world gonna stop me. Throwing it down like it's a holiday. We gon' light it up to the very last song, and I'm the one that gets to take it home. I ain't gonna miss that party, no way, no way.
Okay guys, so I went ahead and planted my limelight hydrangea tree. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really beautiful because it will get tall and it will kind of hug this area. You can see the tree from the front of the sculpture. It will kind of hug around it. I think it's going to be really beautiful. And here, that was that pine tree. No, I'm sorry, not the palm tree, what I meant to say. The palm tree, which we gave it to our friends. They came in just the other day. We dug this out. That's why we have a big hole here. We removed them. They took it to plant into their nice new area. So now in this area, I think I have another Japanese maple that is coming, which hopefully I can plant right here. It's a dwarf variety, beautiful, and I think I might plant roses around that because it still gets quite nice light here, and we are still planning on clearing some of these branches and stuff as as we go, so it will be open a little more. We'll have a little more light coming, and I think it's going to be a really nice place for David Astor roses. They really don't like too much direct sun on them anyway. As long as they can get lots of light, they do perform well. And here I planted, I didn't do the video for this one, but I did plant another Japanese maple. This one is a small dwarf variety. It got really scorched from our hot sun. So by the time I got to realize that it was getting too much sun, it was a little too late. So I immediately moved it to the shadier spot, and you know, they don't like too much direct sun. Although it was morning sun, it was still very hot. So anyway, I went ahead and planted this right away because I really didn't want it to take chances of losing this tree waiting to get this video done. So I went ahead and planted here. I think it's going to be really beautiful next year as it grows. And then I have another really great spot for Japanese maple, which is right there. There's another dwarf variety that I'm searching for. Hopefully, if I can find them during this fall or winter time, I'm saving that spot for another Japanese maple back there. But anyway, I think this is going to look gorgeous. Let's go from this and kind of view the view from this direction, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. I think it's going to be really beautiful. You can see, if you're looking from here up towards the hydrangea tree, you can see that as it grows and gets tall, it will kind of hug around the sculpture, and I think it's going to bring really beautiful vertical interest and height to that area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was those couple of things that I had to plant, but mostly I'm going to start clearing more areas that needs to be cleared out from the weeds and blackberries, etc., so we can continue planting and making the property look really, really beautiful. Again, don't forget to send me messages. Let me know how you like the tree and where I planted, and let me know if you guys had any of the have planted any of the Mexican petunias and you have any experience with them, because I don't. So let me know how you like them if you have one, and don't forget to subscribe to my videos, and have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.